Alright, so I think I took you guys to Imagination Station with me last time I did an event with them, but they invited us out again, this time with the family, because it's on a weekend, to check out their new exhibit there, or I don't know what you would call it. So that is what we're doing today. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys. Super excited to be back. We've been crazy busy. If you follow me on Patreon, you know why. Speaking of Patreon, I'll address that later. I think I might shut that down because I don't have time to keep all of my networks floating, if that makes sense. So we're gonna have a fun family morning though at Imagination Station.
Watch your head.
That's just running after I walk in over that way. No. Why not? I can't get back up. Look, it says there's like stuff that says. You can even jump off the platform. Oh, that's a lot weaker than I thought. Try to float. The float is not working. Roll it, freedom!
When it's ready, I'll do a video.
Okay. Oh, here it comes.
Wyatt's practicing to become an international burglar.
Well, there's one more. I need the trigger.
What do you mean the trigger? How do you know how to pick a lock? Oh, well, that's not what we want to teach children. Did you get it? So you telling me all I needed to do was get you a bunch of bobby pins and some locks and put them on a wall, and this would keep you like entertained? Maybe. How are you supposed to get grip? Like it's too hard to grip anything. Like these are easy because there's like that. Oh, I can't. Okay, that's cheating. You're cheating. Straight up cheating.
Let me get up.
Can't go anymore.
I can't go anymore.
Cheater. Pumpkin eater. Why it's pretty flat. Let's see, and he doesn't. Wyatt's good at this parkour type of stuff. Good job, Wyatt. Oh.
They're slippery.
Right. Walk through it normal. Ooh, sharks.
What?
What's this one? What's the point of this one?
When you look through that window, you look really.
Ah! She scared me.
You look really big.
Oh, I do?
Just look at the windows, like.
You look super tall.
You look
I
huge.
do? I look huge? Wait, show me. I want to see.
Okay.
Never mind.
Go in there. Stay in there.
Well, here. I want to see. Show me, Kai. It's already recording. Do I look really big?
Yeah.
Where? Ah! You guys keep scaring me.
Here, you look through that window. You see me?
No.
Not yet. Oh, okay. I see.
Get out. Careful. Careful.
I feel like a little like nauseous already. Wyatt, walk. Hey, Wyatt, walk.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you going, Kai?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My brain is on fire right now, and
You gotta hold your phone side.
I feel. Oh my gosh. I feel nauseous.
Oh my god.
Is the room moving? It feels like it's moving.
Just sideways.
Go faster! You're in Girls on the Run. Come on!
You gotta run from
Good job working out, babe. Good job working on your fitness. As you fall back. Stop it. This is not.
What's your name? Kaya. That's a pretty name.
Kaya, come over here. Slow it down, Wyatt. You want to do it? How's your face? Oh my gosh. That looks cool. Did you say thank you to her? You don't want to do it? All right, guys. So I have been home for a while. It's 4 o'clock. I think I tweaked my knee though. It's hurting so bad. It's been acting up for a while, especially since I started working and I'm on my feet like all day long. I should probably get it checked out. It's been, actually yesterday is exactly a year from my ACL surgery. I had my ACL completely replaced and then my meniscus repaired. That was a pretty long few months, as you guys remember. And then in June, was it June? June or July, I had my second surgery, which was scar tissue removal. So anyways, my knee is still kind of acting up, so I do need to make an appointment with my orthopedic surgeon, I think, and I need to go in and see him and just get like my last follow-up done, and then also just talk to him about why I can't still straighten my knee. I worked really hard at rehab. You guys know that. I was going to physical therapy for a long time, like 3 times a week, like to the point where I became very good friends with my physical therapist and now his wife, and like literally all summer, my family and him and his wife spent like a lot of time together. Like we were boating with them on their boat. They came over here and spent time with us, and we did game nights during the winter and sledding and snowball fights. Like that's how much time I was spending in physical therapy, is that now I would say my physical therapist and his wife are me and John and the kids' really good friends. So if that gives you any mindset of how hard I've worked to try to get my knee better. So I'm not really quite sure why I can't straighten it or walk without a limp, but I'm gonna make an appointment tomorrow morning to figure that out. Now I'm gonna head upstairs, and that's an ice pack under my armpit. I'm gonna ice my knee because it freaking hurts like a mother. I have a lot of stuff that I kind of want to update you guys on, but this is not the video for it. I think I'll do like a life update type video, which I think will be good. A lot of stuff is changing for both me and my kids, but just in general, which change is always good. You know, you never want to just sit in one place for too long, right? But this weekend's project, some change in our bedroom that I can show you now that we did, is we not only rearranged the entire bedroom, because why wouldn't we? We've only been here for a year, so why wouldn't we already get sick of our layout and redo it? But We also did some building over the weekend. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick because you guys always like seeing the little projects we're doing. First things first, we moved the bed, as you can see by the holes in our carpet. The bed, if you aren't familiar with the setup of our room or what it was, our bed used to be over here with the headboard right there, and then the legs were coming out, so it came out this way. Initially we did it this way because we didn't think we could fit the bed over there, if that makes sense. Mirror was hung up in this little alcove, and yeah, that was kind of the setup. And then we had a TV entertainment stand thing that was in the corner, like at a caddy corner, so that our TV sat at an angle and we could kind of see it from our bed. One night, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I randomly at 9 o'clock was like, John, do you ever wonder like how much bigger our room could be if we moved our bed over to the other wall and if we got rid of the entertainment center and found a way to put a TV up on the wall? Because our entertainment center, because it was at like a caddy corner, there was probably about 5 square foot worth of like space that was just not being used because it was behind the entertainment center. John went downstairs immediately. Again, this was at 9:30 at night. Got a tape measure, measured the width of end table to end table with the bed in between, and then measured that wall that we moved our bed to. And anyways, long story short, at about midnight, we had our room pretty much rearranged and TVs swapped out. So we originally had a larger TV in here, but it wouldn't fit in this area. But the kids' common room had a smaller TV, so what we did was we swapped out TVs. It was actually our original TV from like 7 years ago in our old bedroom, and so we gave it to the kids for their common room when we got ourselves a bigger TV for this room because we thought that's what we wanted. And now the kids have our nicer, bigger TV, and we have our original bedroom TV back because it was the only TV that would fit in this space. So when we originally moved in here, there was a really old school, like super old school, like oak entertainment like cabinet thing here. So I'm assuming the person who built this house, because we are, I believe, the third owners of this house, the people who built this house were the first owners. They built this alcove, I think, personally so they could have like that little old school cabinet. If you're older like I am, your parents probably had them. It was like just a TV cabinet where you open it and there's a TV inside, and then it sometimes had a Lazy Susan. This one did, where the TV could kind of swivel, and then there was like storage at the bottom. Anyways, it was like they purposely made that alcove to fit that TV stand because it was old and looked like it had never been moved from this room. So that was the first thing we got rid of when we moved in here. But they did that, and then they also put an outlet where the light switches worked with the outlet. The only one was over here. So for the last year before we moved stuff around, our lamps were actually hooked onto a Casa outlet, and then we used Alexa to turn them on and off. So literally that light switch never got used. So it was super frustrating to have this light switch that never did anything, but now, as you can see, oh, John turned his lamp off, we have that. So our thinking was that the original people who lived here, like I said, set it up for their bed to be over there. They probably only had a queen size bed though, so it probably fit a little bit easier. And then they had their lamps there, and then they had their TV here. So anyways, we moved the TV over there, or we moved the bed. It fits like almost exactly. There's not a huge amount of like walk space that I have, but it's enough to get me in and out. So now our lights are actually working with the light switch, which is really nice. I spray painted these lamps. They used to be blue and like tan at the bottom. I didn't really love them when I initially bought them, but they were the only things that I could find that remotely were close to what I wanted for our bedroom. So after we did some other stuff this weekend, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna spray paint them black and see what happens. And I actually really like them a lot better this color. They fit this and my aesthetic a little bit better. So I spray painted those black. Bed's been moved. Mirror we put here because, I don't know, I had nowhere else to put it. John says he likes it there, so I'll leave it there for now. Pictures were, our bed used to be over here, so the pictures used to be over our bed. We're gonna leave them there. Those plants used to be hanging over here, which is where our mirror used to be hanging, and it was really pretty, but obviously we had to move them, so those got moved over here. I'm gonna buy a little small sofa to put here, if you can imagine that, so it'll be a nice little seating area, which I'm excited about. And then this was the big project we did this weekend. So it doesn't look like much, but making custom like oak, nice floating shelves that are sturdy and look built in can be kind of difficult, especially when you're using expensive wood like oak. I mean, all wood is expensive right now, but oak is still really expensive in our area. So if you remember, my downstairs office has built-ins like this, and so that's what we did. We just replicated the same shelves we did downstairs. Actually, this has more of like a rim. My shelves downstairs are flat. I wanted kind of a lip here because I liked the look of it, but my desk itself has this kind of lip. But yeah, they're nice. They're super sturdy. They are just a good fit here. And now I have storage, it looks nice, and then this is now not wasted space. John went to Target, he's there now to get me my baskets that I ordered for drive up. They're gonna go underneath there on the ground, and then I'm gonna put all my yoga stuff down there and my little hand weights, and then I can do exercises in here on this floor space that we now have. And he's getting a wall plate from Lowe's and returning some wood that we didn't end up needing. So yeah, this was kind of a big project because not only did we have to do the built-ins, which are a pain in the ass, but we also had to mount the new TV, our old TV, but new to our bedroom, up there. And then there was an outlet above where that cable box is in the wall. So John had to pull the electricity and cables up and make a new outlet behind the TV. So the outlet, the Apple TV, everything is behind the TV there so that you can't see any cords, because that's how John likes it. If you ever come over to our house, or if you remember our old house, John is his biggest pet peeve, not for other people, but for our house, is being able to see cords. So if he can, he will hide them, even if it means tearing through drywall and repatching the drywall and painting. He will do that. So if you notice when you come to our house, cords are hidden pretty well here, and I think it makes for a really clean look not having anything. So I'm gonna try to maybe find something to go over that faceplate when John puts it in if it looks terrible, but it doesn't really bother me. I don't know. Our house isn't perfect. I'm not perfect, so I don't really give a shit. Yeah, I think once we get the little sofa in here, our bedroom's just gonna look really nice and put together. I really want to get a large plant for in here to put right there next to the mirror, but yeah, baby steps. I'm just excited that I can have plants in my bedroom finally and that we have space for stuff. Our old bedroom was so tiny. Like, it was so tiny. There was no room to walk around. Any amount of clutter made the whole room seem just like it was just a huge mess. So I'm excited to actually be able to utilize all the space in this room and have the things that I've always wanted. So it's a really nice situation. But anyways, that is some of the changes we did. I didn't change anything else. My closet's a mess right now, so we're not going to look at it. That is one update that we've done to the house. Nothing else has really been going on. The mice came back in my daughter's ceiling, so we had Buckeye Wildlife out here again. They did a tremendous job. They sealed up the thing. They fixed it. So far, we haven't had any noises. It's been a good situation. Highly suggest them. I believe they do the Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio areas. So Buckeye Wildlife, Chris, he's awesome. Hold on, John's calling me. Oh, I'm coming. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, what's up?
Okay, so I texted you I was here.
Oh, sorry.
I was asking if I had to pick them up or if they're inside or what.
It's drive-through. Drive up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I always do drive
walk
up.
back out to the car. If you could, I gotta tell you a base number, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, I went downstairs.
Text you a number in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. John is mad at me. I missed John's text. Alright, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Buckeye Wildlife. They're great. Hire them if you have any pest issues. But, anyways. Oh, I just got really tired. Oh, somebody put a smudge on my mirror. Somebody's touching my mirrors. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves, is when I find fingerprints on mirrors, especially when they're this high, because there's no need to be touching my mirrors. Because mirrors are the most annoying thing to clean, other than windows, in my opinion, and dusting. But anyways, these are the floating shells that we kind of mimicked. If you didn't see these, we built these last year with our friend Alex. He came into town and helped us. And again, we did like a flat, super thick shelf part up there, but then my desk again has this like little ridge thing, and this is what I wanted to mimic upstairs. So yeah, now our house is kind of slowly but surely tying itself all together with all of our built-ins. Don't pay attention to that. This was in my bedroom. I need to do that. I need to fix this. I overwatered it, I think, and now it's dying, and I moved it down here and it's still dying. So that used to be a really nice full snake plant, and now it's dying. But for those of you who are new here, I promise I know how to take care of plants. Trust me, I have plants everywhere. I don't kill them, but every once in a while, something like that snake plant happens, and it's just because it wasn't getting enough daylight, and I overwatered it because, I don't know, maybe because I was stressed out because we had just moved and I just had knee surgery twice. But anyways, all my other plants are doing really, really well. This rubber plant, oh my gosh, do you guys remember this thing? So this thing was literally just this leaf and this leaf and this leaf. That was it. Like, that was it when I first got it and it started dying. And then I was a little bit better about taking care of it. And now look at it. I'm so proud of its growth. Like, seriously, super proud. And it's got little baby leaves on the top that are coming in. My plants over there are doing well. That's kind of a smorgasbord. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life when it comes to those plants. Those plants are all doing well. My plants over here are doing well. Just everyone's so happy out here. They survived their first winter out here. As you know, I was a little concerned that it might be too cold in here, and even with the fireplace not running all the time, it stayed okay. I mean, it's a little bit cold and slowed down growth, and now everything's ramping up, but they were okay. So anyways, I feel like I'm rambling now because I am. So it is Tuesday. I skipped over Monday because Monday was hectic. Since I started my new job, John's kind of been in charge of all of the kids' transportation. And it's been a huge change, but it's actually been a nice change because John's saying that he's finally spending more time with the kids, like one-on-one time. Because he's got to take 2 kids at separate times and then pick up and drop off. Wyatt actually got the lead role in one of the plays that he auditioned for. So it's like a citywide thing too. It's not like a school thing, so it's pretty cool, but he's got rehearsals 3 times a week at weird times, and then Kaya's doing Girls on the Run, which is twice a week after school. So John has his hands full with his full-time job, now doing all the kid transportation because I'm at work. People ask me why I didn't work outside of the home for years, and it was because literally I couldn't. Like, there was no way to figure out transportation for 3 different children with our schedules being so messy. You know, Ava was with us every other week and she was in school, and then her dad worked and didn't want to take her to school, so they would drop Ava off at like sometimes 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning so that we could take her to school on his time. It was a hot mess. Luckily those days are behind us with her because she's old enough to either choose to stay at our house, or her college courses are later in the morning and it's not as big of a deal. But yeah, basically me not working outside of the home had a lot to do with just the fact that somebody needed to be taking care of the kids. And usually, for the most part, that's a situation for a lot of families. So people who judge about having, you know, seeing women who stay at home or men even stay at home, it's just wrong because you don't know their situation. For us, it was financial. We couldn't afford to pay somebody to do all the transportation or to watch our kids, and we couldn't afford to do daycare. So it was me. I was daycare, I was nanny, I was transportation, I was everything. So now that the kids are older though, and John's gotten to a good work rhythm and all of that, I was finally able to find a job that is super understanding of my schedule with my kids. You know, if there's an emergency or there's a day that John cannot take the kids, you know, I can rearrange my schedule to do that without issues or without getting, you know, negative feedback from my boss. Like, he is a family guy himself and just totally understands that. So it just took timing and it took finding the right position for me, and I think I've found that, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy the last month and week trying to figure out the new dynamic in our household. But anyways, long story short, yesterday was hectic. I had my full day at work yesterday, so John was running around with the kids. Kaya and Wyatt both have their after school stuff on Mondays. Luckily, Ava's at her dad's this week, so I didn't have to worry about picking her up, and John didn't either. But then John surprised us while I was at work with buying tickets to the women's college basketball team's tournament, invitational, something or other game, which was a lot of fun. Wyatt wasn't feeling well halfway through the game though, so I took him home. I met them there after I got off work, but Kaya and John stayed for the rest of the game, and it was pretty cool. They went to overtime and had like a few shootouts, and it was a fun time. But anyways, yesterday was a blur. Today, however, is my day off, and I had to make a last minute appointment with my orthopedic surgeon, and he wanted to see me, so I just got done with that appointment. He gave me a steroid injection. He said that I should not be regressing like this. So we did one steroid injection. In 3 weeks when I go back, if it's not feeling better, then I have to start doing these gel shots, which is like a 3-week thing. And then if that doesn't work, then I have to go in for an MRI and see what's going on. So I'm hoping it's not anything where I need to get surgery again for, because my knee has just had it. Honestly, I've just had it. I'm tired of physical therapy. I mean, I love my physical therapist. You know, he's a good friend of ours now, but I don't want to see him at his office anymore. I don't want to take time out of my day. Like, it was a full-time job some weeks, going to physical therapy and just trying to fix my knee. And God, help me if I have to do that again. Like, I can't. I'm so fed up with trying to fix my body. So, anyways, luckily, again, I have a job that is super understanding, and I think if it were any other job, you know, having knee issues would be detrimental, but they're pretty cool. So, yeah, anyways, so I got a steroid injection. Didn't feel great, but wasn't as bad as getting fluid removed, so that was nice. And now I'm headed home. I'm going to pick John up, and we're going to go out to breakfast real quick. My appointment was super early in the morning. The one day I had to kind of like sleep in and relax, not so much. So, yeah, I'm gonna go pick him up. We're gonna go to breakfast, and then I'm gonna go home and do the normal things I do on my day off, which is clean the house, do laundry, respond back to emails, work a little bit on this kind of stuff, and make sure there's groceries in the house for the rest of the week. All right, so I'm home. Just got laundry started. Went out to breakfast with John just to kind of catch up with him for the week. Brought bacon home to the puppers. And now I am just kind of going through my list of things I need to get done. So there's a huge difference in regards to personalities with my two dogs. Georgie is insanely anxious about everything. Like, this is just like a good example of COVID dog versus non-COVID dog. Nuna, we socialized, we took her out regularly. I made sure to introduce her to over 100 new people in her first 6 months of having her. Georgia we got right when COVID started, so we couldn't really do that with her, and it shows. She gets super anxious in the car. So I've been trying to take her on short little jaunts. We took her to the Lowe's with Nuna the other day. You know, she does really well when she's at a place. She doesn't really bark. She is very nice and polite with other dogs and people. Everyone loves her because she's like a forever puppy. Like, she looks like a puppy even though she's 2. But the car is still like one of these anxiety-ridden things because she doesn't have, you know, very much experience in the car. She will pant like this for like a 2-hour trip to my parents' house. So Nuna, who's like the definition of calm, she loves the car. Jumps in it. If somebody she didn't know opened a car door, she would probably go with them. Georgie, I opened the car and was like, let's go get the kids. And she ran back into the house. So yeah, we are picking up the kids and also doing a little bit of a car ride exercise with Georgie. I don't let her sit in my lap when I drive because I think that's really dangerous. You know, I don't care what other people do, but Georgie is just so unpredictable in the car. I have to make sure she stays, you know, next to me. But, yeah, she's just a little baby dog and it's got a little baby dog syndrome, and it's just, I don't know. Yeah. So we're working on it. I think this summer we're going to take her out more. We live in an area that's really dog friendly, which is really nice. So like lots of, you know, stores allow dogs, restaurants allow dogs on their patios, bars and stuff like that. So this is my goal for this year, is to get her more acclimated to people and places and stuff like that now that COVID restrictions have kind of lifted. Because listening to this for 2.5 hours whenever we go camping or to my parents' house is not the most ideal situation. This, on the other hand, is perfect. This, not so much.
You're a good girl, Names.
That's some good singing you got there, Wyatt.
Thank you.
Wyatt was just serenading me with some Mulan. I am hanging out, literally. I'm doing my weighted prone hang. So you can see I have ankle weights on. I'm like so fed up with my stupid knee. It's literally a year and 3 days out from my surgery. My first surgery. I had a second one in the summer. I'm just over it. I just want to be a healthy 35-year-old active, fun person. But that's not happening. So basically, by hanging weight in a prone position like this with the bottom part of my leg extended, it's helping kind of stretch out my hamstring and all those tendons and ligaments and muscles back there, and it's kind of forcing my leg straight. So that's the issue I'm having right now, is I'm limping because I can't straighten my leg on its own, even though I've been working my hamstrings out like crazy and everything else. Yeah, I'm just having issues with my quad, my hamstring, all sorts of stuff, and just pain around my meniscal area. So we will see what happens. 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks to feel better. The steroid injection is kind of taking the pain away, but it still hurts a lot. So I don't know. I just want to be better. Alright guys, so it is Wednesday morning. I'm getting ready for work. I had a really crappy time sleeping last night. My allergies, I don't know if it's my allergies because they're really bad right now, or if it was like a combination of the steroid injection in my knee and my allergies, but yesterday my nose just started running like a faucet. I took 2 COVID tests, they were negative. I don't have a fever, I feel fine, just tired, and like my nose and my ears and my throat itch, which is my key indicator that I'm allergic to something, whether it's the weather or the steroid injection yesterday. But yeah, I'm getting ready for work. I don't have to be in until a little bit later. Kids are off at school. I have my air filter like running on 2. It usually runs on automatic. It's on 2. I was fine. This is what makes me think it's allergies. I was fine last night sleeping after Benadryl kicked in, and I woke up feeling great. And the second John cracked the door open, I started sneezing a little bit. And then when Kaya opened the door all the way to say good morning to me and the dogs came in, like after about 5 minutes of the door being wide open, or not even 5, it was like 2, I just started sneezing uncontrollably, and now you can hear I'm kind of nasally. So I think my air filter really helped. Thank goodness they work at clearing the air for me to sleep comfortably, but it kind of sucks because the second the door was open, it was like psh. So I think I might kick up all the air filters just around the house just to make the whole home more comfortable for me. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for work. Late last night, after I got done with laundry and FaceTiming my siblings, I decided to put my little plant together. But I emptied it, got rid of the dead snake plant, and I transplanted some of the other plants that I had been working on in my sunroom. I think it looks nice over here. I was gonna leave it in my office downstairs, but Kai was like, no, you need more plants in your room. And it's kind of a double-edged sword because, you know, plants like these are really good air purifiers. So in regards to my allergies, it's really great. But at the same time, they also have dirt in their pots, so that's also kicking up stuff too. So we'll see. I don't usually get allergies all the time. It's just usually during these transitional seasons. Yeah, we've also been doing a lot of woodworking in this room because we did our built-in shelves, as you guys remember from earlier in the video. And we've been doing kitchen reno stuff, as you guys know. I don't know when the last time I updated on the stuff we did in the kitchen, but we've been doing a lot of projects. So kind of for the last whole year we've been here at this new house, there's been probably more dust and debris in the air than there needs to be. So I don't think any of that's helping. For those of you who've been keeping up with the carpet installation drama, I showed you guys downstairs how bad the carpet installation was. Up in our bedroom, it's even worse. Like, look at that. It's like curly. Like, you can see that like stud. Do you see that? Yeah. The owner of Harms, which I'm just gonna call him out, the owner of Harms finally reached out to me. A few people had reached out and then not returned my calls, and then one person that was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out and check it out, and then was like, yeah, we need to fix this for you, we'll do it, I'm new here and I'm gonna make sure it gets done. Well, he up and quit, or was fired, I don't know. They said he's not with them anymore a month later, and that's why I never heard back from him. But I called back in. It's been over a full year now since they installed, and I've been calling them over and over again. And the owner finally was like, hey, we're gonna get this taken care of for you, but now I need to find the time to get them to come out here, because now with me working and John working and everything, it's just kind of a hassle, which is why we wanted to have all this stuff installed when our house was empty. So having so much furniture in every room does make it a little bit of a challenge, and I'm kind of concerned over how they'll get the carpet redone and stretched without too much stress in our house, but it needs to get done because we spent $10,000 on carpet, and I'm not about to have it be literally pulling away from the walls and up in every single room less than a year later. Like, it was 4 months. Not even, it was like 3 months is when I started calling them after the installation. And it was 1 month when I started noticing little things. And I was like, well, maybe I can live with it, maybe I can live with it. And then as I was going around and doing stuff and rearranging stuff, I realized, oh no, it's all of the carpet. So anyways, I'm exhausted. Oh, here comes Johnny. There's John. Say good morning. Do we look tired? Oh, we look tired. This is what happens when your kids get older and all have things they need to do all the time and you're both working. All right, I'm gonna get ready for work. Step 1, blow out and straighten hair. And there you go, officially ready for work. I have to look nice and professional, but at the same time, my knee cannot handle nice looking shoes. So a pair of platform Vans give me enough support throughout the day. I'm allowed to wear comfy tennis shoes anyways. They just have to not be like disgusting. And there you go. This is how Kelly's been dressing for work. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've been seeing that. But yeah, I am off to work now so that these dogs can live this life of luxury. I know that my vlogs are far and few between, and I know that's been frustrating some of you guys, and I do apologize, but at the same time, I just want to remind people, especially if they're new here, because they're used to seeing like my old videos and me vlogging and doing stuff all the time, I just want to kind of do a gentle reminder that I, especially now that Google AdSense is kind of, I don't even know what to say, they're ripping content creators off, in my opinion. All of our ad sales have gone down, so those ads that you either skip through or watch or click on, we don't get paid as much as we used to from those ads. So yeah, unless my videos are sponsored, which I don't really have a whole ton of time now in my life to like go out and seek out sponsorships, and because I haven't been super active everywhere all the time, I haven't been offered as much. And I'm not sharing this for you guys to be like, oh, poor you. I'm just trying to explain why the vlogs have been less, because of all of that. And all right, my battery died. I don't remember where I left off. Because of all of that, because of just ads not being as lucrative as they used to be, which they were never super lucrative, to be completely honest. I don't get enough views or have enough subscribers for that to even be a full-time job for me, which is why I had sponsorships. But because that has decreased even more, I have not been able to, what's the right word I'm looking for without offending people or making people mad at me? I have not been able to warrant spending as much time as I usually do vlogging and then editing said vlogs and all of that. So I know it sounds kind of shitty to some people, but it's like you wouldn't ask somebody to take time out of their lives to do something for you for free, necessarily, if that makes sense. So, you know, when I have experiences, like when we went to Imagination Station, that was literally me just wanting to share that experience. They didn't ask me to share it on YouTube. They just asked, you know, I think they just assumed that I share on Instagram, and I love my city. I want it to do well, so I wanted to share it here, you know? So that was an experience that I got for the family, and so I wanted to share that with you guys, that kind of thing. We're gonna go out to Columbus, actually, in April as a family to go check out the Bud Dairy Hall, which is like this huge food hall. I will travel for food for free, just FYI. But you know, things like that are like, yeah, I want to give back because they're sharing these experiences with us. But to do vlogs as regularly as I used to, it's really hard for me, which is why I really was looking for an outside of the house job even more so in the last year. Inflation is crazy. We moved, you know, the kids want to do all these things that cost more money. I have a high schooler who is about to get her driver's license, you know. Because of that, I've just not been able to spend the time that I used to on vlogs because I'm making like $10 for the hours I put into one single vlog, which is really hard for me to swallow, especially when I want to spend time with my family and I want to keep my house, you know, clean and functioning, and the kids' transportation, and spend time with John and work on myself personally and physically with my knee issues and my health. And then this new job I have, I'm just super excited about it. I love it and I want to do really well at it. So there's a lot of learning and training there. So, you know, John and my kids have been super supportive over this last decade of me doing YouTube and Instagram and all of that. And I want to continue being here in whatever form that looks like. But I just need those of you who are newer or maybe just used to me posting so regularly to support me in my decision to vlog when it is equally beneficial to both you guys and me. I'm never going to be that person. I never have been that person to overshare other than like menstrual products. So I don't think that as a content creator on YouTube, I'm never going to hit the millions. The videos that have hit the millions are the ones where I've shared my period blood. You know, it's the stuff that I've gone overboard, like things that I'm willing to overshare. Those seem to be the videos that do well. And other than menstrual products, that's kind of all I'm willing to do on the internet, and that's all I've ever been wanting to do. I don't want to air our dirty laundry. That's just never been me. I don't want to do that. It's there on the internet forever. You know, I could easily dump on so many things in my life, but it's just not, that's not helpful to anybody. You know, it's entertaining to watch, but it's not great for the person who it's happening to. So I think that's part of the reason why I've never grown as much as I kind of wanted to at some points. Like some other families and some other mom vloggers or lifestyle vloggers, but you know, watching so many people over the last decade who I knew as acquaintances kind of have marriages fall apart, or their kids get into a lot of trouble, or themselves personally get in a lot of trouble because they've overshared, it's just never been my thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I want to stay here. I want to keep sharing with you guys. I want to share the great moments with you guys. But I just need you to be patient and understanding with me about the fact that I am a working mom. I've always been a working mom. You know, either here or outside the house. I have a husband who works full time. I have kids who are growing and just super involved with so many things, which I'm so excited for them for. And I have a kid who's about to be an adult. And I'm a normal person. So I'm a part-time influencer, yes, but I'm a normal person. And I just hope you guys can understand that and still appreciate the content that I do bring to my channel and to my Instagram and all of that. And as of now for Patreon, I think I may close it down. For those of you who have been following me there, I really appreciate it, but balancing TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook here, and then staying, you know, connected with my personal friends and family, it's just a lot. I don't like being on my phone all the time. I feel like I am on it all the time, and it's just too much to also keep running my Patreon. So I set that up because a lot of you guys are like, we want to be able to help you and support your channel like straight to you. And you know, it's been really great, but it's unfair for me to ask you guys to keep donating $5 a month when I'm not putting any content there. So if you want to stay a patron there, I am so thankful. It's really nice. It helps me keep more motivated to post on Instagram and here when I can, but I'm stretching myself so thin, and I don't want all the other balls that I'm juggling to fall because they're my forever. My career is my forever. My family is my forever. YouTube could disappear tomorrow. It's not, you know, it's not something that I can prioritize over the well-being of my family in real life, if that makes sense. So I care about you guys. You guys know that. I have loved all the support and friendships and relationships I've built over the years here, and I want to continue building more. But I'm not a full-time influencer. So yeah, I will have some upcoming videos. I know I keep saying that. There's so much content that I have that I just have not gotten around to putting here. Some of it I've actually just chopped down smaller and put on my Instagram and stories or reels or things like that instead because it's easier. And quicker, and that way at least the content's getting out there. But I do have some potential things in the works. Just be patient with me. And I know some of you guys get sick and tired of all my sponsored videos, but again, that's what's paying the bills. That's what's paying our internet. That's what's paying for this camera I'm using. That's what's paying for my editing tools, my subscriptions every year for all of my editing photograph stuff. Like, my video editing tools are pretty expensive every year. So, you know, that's what's compensating for that. That's what helps me break even. Are those sponsored videos. So I will have some videos coming up, but as always, my sponsored videos will not be just about that. It's always something as a prelude to a vlog or something else. But I will, when I have more time to sit down and actually talk to you guys, kind of update you on more of kind of what I've been doing and what's going on with kids and the house. But as of now, I gotta get to work. So love you guys, and I will see you all in my next video or on Instagram if you follow me there, which is where I am most of the time.